Okay, we have another fun thing tonight, you guys.
New game alert, new game alert.
New game. So as you know, we have done Marry Kill. We have done Type, Flight, or Fight.
Yes.
So we have another version of that game.
Okay.
So it is time for Who Would Survive?
Oh.
Okay.
Leanna, would you like to tee us up? Let us know what it's all about.
Oh, yes. So we're going to think about 3 celebrities.
Okay.
Because you guys know we, amongst ourselves, always have all this conversation about if there were some type of like zombie apocalypse.
Right.
Who is equipped with the skills to like survive the longest, right?
So ongoing conversation of ours.
Ongoing.
In which we've all decided that I would survive.
Leanna, please just finish. Leanna,
everybody else comes in.
Go on.
Which we've all ranked ourselves different. Who knew that we would just not agree on who would be the person who would survive the longest?
Yeah.
So with that in mind, here are the 3 celebrities, and you guys tell me who would survive the longest, okay?
Okay.
The first is The Rock.
Okay.
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 The second.
Thank you for giving us that moment just to visualize.
Just to get it in our heads.
I just want to make sure that you're thinking about his arms and his tats and the fact that he like works out all the time and he's like in the best shape of his life.
Right.
Yes, got it.
Okay. You sure you know who I'm talking
about?
The second is Trevor Noah.
Okay.
And the third is Killer Mike.
And we have to
obvious. Obvious that Leanna made up this list.
It's true.
Okay.
And we have to
These
rank
names
like
can
the
go on
order.
multiple lists for Leanna.
I know. You're so right.
We have to rank the order of survival.
Yes. So who would survive the longest, in the middle, who would die first?
Okay.
Zombie apocalypse, right?
In the zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Killer Mike dies the first.
The Rock and Trevor Noah. Who would like to go first?
I do. I want to.
Okay.
Killer Mike dies first. And the reason that Killer Mike dies first is because like I'm questioning his stamina, not his intelligence, but his stamina for being able to like do the things necessary, right?
Killer is in his name, but go ahead.
Yeah, but have you ever been worried when you're talking to him? Like, I mean, not talking to him, listening to him. Like, he seems like a bear, like a teddy bear. So Killer Mike dies first. Because that name's maybe just for show. And then I think that The Rock is a real target. And so people are going to come at him and they're going to challenge his strength. And in addition to challenging his strength, you know, while The Rock has some shisty characteristics, and I know that my boy Tyrese, Black Ty, would agree with me that like he does what is necessary to get done at the expense of others. At a point, I really think that too many people would be at him. And so while he would make a good showing, because how could he not? You're welcome. Why not?
You're welcome.
I really think that Trevor Noah would survive the most because what happens is people would underestimate him. He is able to speak a lot of at least 3 languages, I think, right?
Oh, really? Which one?
More.
Well, I believe that he can speak his tribal language from his country. I then also believe that he can speak English. I know he can speak Ebonics, and I think he can speak another language, but I don't know what it is.
What? It's happening.
Did she list Ebonics as one of Trevor Noah's?
No, but I think,
languages?
but Ebonics is a recognized language in and of itself, is it not?
I think it is. I really think it is.
We'll have to look that up.
It's a dialect.
We'll have to look that up.
It's a dialect,
so-
kind of like patois. Okay.
Yeah, and so, oh gosh, so
Trevor Noah learned
Noah's
those
going to
8
get-
languages.
he's gonna get
learned
far.
8? Really?
Yes, he knows 8 languages.
Did you just look that up?
What are you talking about? I know about Trevor Noah.
He's disarming. His charm is disarming.
Okay.
He'd be like, "What, are you gonna eat me?" But if you eat me when the rock is right there, like, I don't really understand. Like, I'm not gonna be tasty. I'm gonna be chewy. He's gonna be like, you know.
So these are reasonable zombies.
Stacia doesn't watch The Walking Dead.
Apparently
You
not.
don't. You
Or
don't know
any
me.
zombie movie or
You
TV
don't-
show ever.
You don't know me, and you don't know what I watch. Okay, you don't know what I watch. Okay.
Yes, we do.
You don't know.
Based
I mean,
on,
I kind of
So-
do know you, but
so-
all right.
So just as a recap, it's
Yeah,
Trevor
right.
Noah, The Rock,
Okay.
and Killer Mike is far. He's far from he's killed Mike because he's not gonna be doing anything actively.
He's killed
Okay.
Mike. Okay.
Mhm.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There it is.
Oh my gosh. All right. Siobhan, do you want to go next?
sure. It pains me to say this, but I actually agree with Stacia. It pains my soul
Okay.
today.
Okay.
I would say Killer Mike and The Rock are neck and neck, but I just give The Rock the edge just based on sheer size and strength. While I think that Killer Mike, if he were to, make it past the first major wave
Mm-hmm.
and like find a secluded place to hide, he could probably like grow things, and find
Yeah.
sustainable ways of living. I don't know, man. I mean, I watched the first episode of The Walking Dead, and Atlanta was not a great place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he would make it out. So he would probably go first. The Rock second. I agree with Trevor Noah because not necessarily the language thing or the reasoning with zombies thing, but I think he's a hustler. So like if you read his book, like he
Yes.
is a hustler. He is very kind of resourceful
Yeah.
and very like adaptable. And so I think he would find different ways to survive and different think outside the box
All right.
strategies to
Yeah.
make it through.
Yeah.
And he seems like he'd be real nimble,
Exactly.
to outrun the zombies.
Okay.
So I agree with you, Stacia.
Trevor be Jack be nimble. Trevor be nimble. Trevor be
Just-
quick.
Monique, what do you think?
Well, you guys make good points, but I think that Killer Mike is going to be able to use a shotgun better than Trevor Noah.
Probably true.
So I'm going to say Trevor Noah is going to be out quick.
He survived apartheid. Keep going. I'm sorry.
There were not zombies
Right.
at the apartheid.
Arguable.
I think Trevor Noah is going to go first.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Okay.
Trevor Noah is going to go first, because I think that this is going to come down to physical skill, and I just don't know that that's like his strength, his strong points. But then I'll say Killer Mike, because I think he would be able to use a gun. I think he may get a few good headshots in. Got to get a headshot to kill a zombie. And then I'll go The Rock survives the longest just by his strength and
Beauty.
yeah. Just because I want him to survive the longest, I guess.
And reprocreate the
Yeah,
earth.
he has to
Mhm.
got to start with those genes, I guess.
Mhm.
his Hawaiian self.
Okay.
Okay, so I think you guys have it all wrong. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
The Rock is actually going to die first.
What?
Okay. So
I
let
can
me
see
tell
it.
you why. So Killer Mike and Trevor Noah, because of their wit, because surviving the zombie apocalypse is a balance between strength and wit, and also charisma, right? So Killer Mike, because he's got that teddy bear thing going, but then also because he knew this was coming, like he has got an arsenal ready. Like he already has his little like room ready.
Right.
You know, his panic room. It's already stocked full of food. And then he's already got the food growing in the back. Like he is already ready. He has taught us that we need to be ready for this. Now he already thinks the apocalypse is coming, not the zombie apocalypse. Okay.
Right.
But he's like, prepare yourself.
Right.
Okay.
So Killer Mike is ready. Like he's like the rest, everybody else is gonna be behind because they're just scrambling and crazy and don't know what to do.
Is he a doomsday conspirator?
He's like a Black person conspirator. He's like,
he's like a revolutionary.
Yes.
Like just be ready for the revolution.
It's coming.
Whatever form that takes.
He's been saying that.
Yeah.
So I feel like what he will do is he will use the Rock as the muscle. You know, like don't think too hard, The Rock. Don't think too hard. You gonna go out there, you gonna shoot up the zombies or whatever, and then come back and report back to me or whatever. And The Rock's gonna be like, yeah.
And I'll feed you once you come back.
Yeah, exactly.
So in your scenario, The Rock is not very smart.
The Rock is very smart, and
the intelligence is subpar to Killer Mike.
He just will be the muscle for Killer Mike. Now, Trevor Noah. This was a hard one. Who will survive longer, Killer Mike or Trevor Noah? And I still give the edge to Killer Mike because of the whole like preparedness thing. Trevor Noah, because he's got the worldly, and I'm sure he knows how to drive stick shift, you know, because he lived in South Africa. And he's got the languages and he's got the wit and all that. So I feel like Trevor will be the secondhand man, you know, but ultimately it'll be like down to the wire, Killer Mike or Trevor. And then Killer Mike, because he's got the kind of roughness, will push Trevor Noah out in front of him. The zombie will get him and Killer Mike will be the one that lives.
Y'all understand that, Trevor, but I hear you. I hear what you're saying, and I respectfully disagree.
I can buy it.
Trevor Noah got whipped by his mama. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't we all?
I'm about to say.
No, we didn't.
It was one time, but that was it.
Okay, well, thank you so much, ladies. This was so fun, as usual. Always a pleasure chopping it up with you guys. And thank you to our listening audience for spending some time with us tonight. And we will have a new episode for you soon. Hope you have a confabulous day.
Continue the experience on our social media handles at The Confab Experience.